is going to be May's 2-month update video. Here she is. She's a little bit tired, so she might fall asleep in my arms, but I wanted to hold her during this video just so she can be a part of it because, after all, it is her update. Did you just lose your Pinky? She's funny. So yeah, let's get on into the video. So I absolutely love May's pediatrician. I love it because every time she gives me this paper telling me like what to expect during, you know, these next few months and stuff, or 2 months. So there's different sections that say how are you feeling, your baby growing, safety, your baby and family, feeding your baby, and what to expect at the 4-month visit, because that's the next visit that we go to. So yeah, it just looks like that. And on the top of it, she staples this paper to it, which tells us her height and her weight and the percentile and everything. And I love it because I can keep this and, you know, eventually put it in her baby book, her baby scrapbook that I make. So we can remember what she was at all these different visits and how much she weighed and what her height was at each month. So when we went was March 25th. So just a few days ago, and that was her she was exactly 2 months at that time, and her weight was 10 pounds 11 ounces. So her birth weight was 7'11", so she's grown quite a bit, almost 3 whole pounds actually. So her weight is 50th percentile, so it's like on the dot, you know. And then her height is 23 inches, which is the 74th percentile. She's pretty tall. She takes it after her dad that way. She's pretty tall and long. She has a long torso, and she's not very chunky, but I can tell over these last few weeks she's getting a little bit more weight on her, which I like. And then her head is 15.4 inches, which is the 61st percentile. Also, she got her 2-month shots at her last appointment, and oh my gosh, it was the saddest thing ever. It was just so hard to watch that. I had to look away, but just that cry, I'd never heard her cry like that before. And then that whole day was terrible because I didn't know that you're supposed to give me Tylenol. My doctor didn't tell me, so my mom had to come over and get me Tylenol for her. And once we gave her that, she was fine, but before that she would not be comfortable in any position, and I felt so bad for her. But now she's doing fine. It's been a few days, and I think it's still a little tender in her legs, but she's definitely doing a lot better. As far as sleeping goes, since week 4, she's pretty much slept through the night. I remember when she first came, I didn't really know since I'm a first-time mom, and her doctor was like, don't let her go past 3 hours. You need to wake her up and feed her. So I was doing that, and then finally my mother-in-law was like, why are you doing that? You don't need to do that. And she had 11 kids, so she knows what she's talking about. And so what she did is she was always a parent who let them wake up on their own because they know when they're hungry. So she told me that, and I thought about it, and I was just like, yeah, that's right. I don't know why I didn't think of that before. So ever since I started doing that, at first it was she would sleep like 5 to 6 hours, but now it's at least 6, up to 10 even. Like, she sleeps very, very well. I think last night we put her to bed at around 9:30 or 10, and she didn't wake up till 8. So that was 10 hours right there. She's a very good baby. She sleeps so well, and she eats so well. She's never had a problem with eating, and I breastfeed. She's never, ever since the first time I tried feeding her, she's always had a good latch and eaten well. You know, sometimes she doesn't eat as much as other times, but she seems to be happy. So, you know, I kind of let her do what she wants because, you know, after all, she knows what she needs. If you notice her hair is a little bit greasy, it's because we've been putting coconut oil on her head and actually all over her body too, because she's had very, very dry and flaky skin. When she was first born, I would use the Johnson & Johnson's, the nighttime, I think it's like lavender scented lotion, and I noticed she started getting a little breakout, so then I completely changed all of her things to fragrance-free. So right now we're using fragrance-free laundry detergent. We're using fragrance-free soap, shampoo, lotion, everything is fragrance-free because she has very sensitive skin, which I'm not surprised about because I have sensitive skin too, and also my husband has very dry skin. We found out that on my husband's side, eczema runs in the family, and we didn't know that previously, so we tried some hydrocortisone ointment, not cream, but ointment, and it completely cleared up her face. Previously, she had really bad rashes on her face, and it would come and go, and we just didn't know what to do. We tried everything. We've been using the hydrocortisone ointment, not the cream, because the ointment is petroleum based, so it's more hydrating for her skin. But before that, we used coconut oil all over her body, and it really did help, I noticed, but it wasn't solving the problem completely as a whole. It was kind of masking the problem, and it would be fine one day, but then she'd break out again the next day. So I couldn't find really like a long-term solution, so I tried this cream, and within the first day I noticed a huge difference. And we only used it once or twice, and now we're not putting anything on her skin because the hydrocortisone contains steroids, so it's not good to use a lot, but we just use it the once or twice. And her skin still gets dry, but it doesn't get as flaky and dry as it did. And living in Utah, it's just a dry climate already, so it's really common in babies that they have dry skin up here. And she also has a flaky head, so we put the coconut oil in there too. And she has a lot of hair, so the oil kind of sticks to her hair, which isn't fun, but at least she doesn't have dandruff and flakes everywhere. So some new developments that she does is her neck for sure is a lot stronger. I've noticed in this last month. As you can see, I can just hold her like this, and she pretty much has control. Yeah, she wobbles it around, but she has so much more control of it now. And we do tummy time because the doctor recommended that we do it early on. I think she had to start doing it at like 2 weeks. So we do a lot of tummy time, and we hold her up like this a lot, so she's not laying on her back a lot, because we want her to be able to gain that neck control. These last, I would say 2 days only, this is brand new, she started sucking on her hand. And so I don't know if that's because of teething. I wouldn't think she'd start teething this early, but I don't know, maybe she's just discovering her hands. So, I just noticed she started sucking on them, and now every opportunity she gets, she sucks on them, I noticed. And it's really funny, it's really cute. So she does that a lot. Another thing is that she has been smiling like crazy, which I think she started to do right after she turned a month old, but now it's like we can get her to smile so much. I'm gonna kiss you. Boop, boop, boop. Maylin. I'm gonna kiss you, boop. Ah, yeah. Are you happy? Are you happy? Hey. Oh, yes, you're happy. I love you. Woo! Bless you. Another thing that's new is she's been cooing a lot more, kind of talking, just doing her little sounds. She's kind of discovering her own voice, which is really cool to see. Also, I noticed that she's getting a little bit more attached to mom and dad, wanting us to hold her more, whereas we could just put her down for a long time before, and now she gets kind of upset because she wants to be held by her mom and dad. And also, I think she knows the difference between us and other people now too, because if she's with us, she doesn't cry, but with other people, she might get a little bit upset. Also, she does not like big crowds. She does not like being passed around. When that happens, she gets very overwhelmed, I think, and she cries. And then the last thing is that she now fits into her 0 to 3 month size clothing. She fit a newborn for a while, and I think the onesies still fit her, but it's the pants that don't, because she's pretty tall, so her leggings are like high waters on her. But the onesies still sort of fit, but 0 to 3 month fits her better. It's a little bit big right now, but I know she'll grow into it. But yeah, I think that's all. She is growing so well. She's a very happy baby, very good baby. They say that around 2 months is when babies start crying more, but I really haven't seen that. She does cry, don't get me wrong. She cries when she's hungry, when she's tired, when she's hurt. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you would like, and comment on what other videos you guys would like to see. Also like the video if you would like. And yeah, we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye! Say bye, May. Can you say bye? Bye! No? Okay, bye. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do May's birth story. And the days before, up to the birth and the birth as well. I'm super excited to share this. She's sitting right here next to me, asleep. So if you hear any little noises or anything, that's her. But anyways, let's get on to the video. So I'm going to be looking down because I wrote everything down on my notebook. Just because it's a lot of details and it's hard to remember things. Looking down, that's what I'm doing. So anyways, my due date was